Hello guys, welcome back to Food for Thought Random Topics. I am Arica and this is Virgil. We are coming to discuss last weekend. Talk about last weekend going to Texas. Our son got his pilot wings, and we are
Naval Aviator Wings.
Naval Aviator Wings. I apologize. And we are proud parents of his accomplishment. And what else? That's it.
We're proud of many other things, but this is one thing we're going to talk about.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, leading up to this, you know, I was telling you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, that I had something important to share. I didn't want to share it because I didn't want to jinx it not happening at the time.
And it didn't.
It did not. And so it finally did. So we was on pins and needle until he gave us the okay.
That was not because he was having trouble.
Right.
That was because the Navy got behind in their training and he was delayed a few weeks.
Okay. And so let me discuss this. We had bought our tickets and we found out the day before that we were not going. And then Virgil called me and I said,
shout out to United. Oh, United gets a shout out. Oh, before we get any further, the one or two people who are watching this, please, please, please like, share, or comment.
Okay. So yes, please. So Virgil called me and he was like, I got the tickets changed. So I was like, cool. And he said we had to pay $4,000. I was like, extra? He was like, yeah. If you could have seen my face, because the first thing I thought about was, of course I did. If you are a woman, you're like, that is a nook in the house. Everything, because I'm paying that $4,000 because I'm going to see my son. And then Virgil said, that was my reaction. I just wanted to get that out of you because that's the first thing I did when he said it's $1,000 extra. So shout out to United for
being understanding. I told the lady point blank, ma'am, I do not have $4,000. She said, hold on a second. I said, okay. Now at that point, I could have done two things. I could have kept talking, trying to explain, or I could have shut my mouth and hope for the best.
What did you do?
I shut my mouth and hope for the best.
So anywho, so it happened, and you know what? People are flying. There's a lot of people in the airport. A lot of people in the airport. So, but it was okay. So if you are still nervous about flying, one thing I want to say, it's okay. Just mask up. United gave us alcohol wipes. We wiped down the seats and stuff. So I appreciate that. Shout out to United again.
It didn't help with the dude coughing his lungs up next to you.
No, it wasn't. Don't do that. No, he was not. So anywho, we got there and Jewel, I didn't know it was called a soft winging. She put on his patch. So I guess that's like getting you prepared for the gold wings.
It was just a little ceremony that they had just for his classmates in his squadron. So there were two squadrons that had the ceremony and they did it together that afternoon.
Okay.
But that morning, it was a smaller, more quaint kind of gathering of just the students and their parents, and they did what they call a soft winging. So instead of going through the full ceremony in dress uniform, they did it in flight suits and just gave them their pilot wings.
So that was impressive when Miles said, Jewel, you want to do it? And she was like, yeah, I'm telling you, that girl loved her big brother. Do you hear me? She worships the ground he walks on. Always have. So that was pretty cool. And then to actually go on a ship, the Lexington.
USS Lexington museum in Corpus Christi, Texas. That's where they held the ceremony.
It was pretty cool. And so, of course, I had questions for Virgil. You know, was this ship this big, you know, when it was out to sea once upon a time? Because it was huge. Like, your ship wasn't like that.
My ship was way bigger than that.
When I got on that ship seemed small.
Way bigger.
Really? So
that ship went into commission in the early 1900s, sometime 1930s, 1940 something, 43 I think.
Okay. So that was pretty cool, and people actually, you know, you have to pay to get on to tour the ship, so that was awesome. And then if you were touring the ship that day, you got a chance to see a little ceremony. And so if you follow me on Instagram, I do have it on Instagram showing a little bit of the ceremony.
Can you put a few pictures in this video? Can you embed that? Are you good at editing that?
Are you trying
My
to,
bad.
are
Yeah, you can. Hey, folks, we'll show you some pictures.
Doubt my skill.
For the 1 or 2 people watching this
that did not see it.
We'll show you some pictures.
So anywho, so that was pretty cool. And just to see the young men. So later on that night, we went out. Virgil was in his element, and me and Jewel did some.
I don't know what that means, but it don't sound good.
No, it was good. I mean, you know, you was able to, if you are retired military, is ever in the military, you know, you get around other military people, retired or not, and you just get into this zone. You know, you get to talk military stuff. You get to talk.
On the slide, that was a poke at me. But
No,
go ahead,
it
tell your
wasn't.
story. Go ahead,
Let
tell
me
your
tell you,
story.
your career has paid out bills. So, hey, shout
go ahead and
out
tell your
out
story.
to the Navy. No, what I'm saying is you got a chance to talk to other pilots. You know, it brought back memories, I want to say. I was being really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a chance to talk that aviator lingo.
Okay.
Different
I did.
way.
I talked to a bunch of people, a bunch of young guys. I was impressed. My son has a really good reputation amongst his peers, amongst his instructors. The Admiral Gavin, officiated the ceremony. He was there. Wonderful talking to him. He knew a bunch of my VP friends from back in the day, so that was nice. And so yeah, there you go.
It was pretty good. So anywho, that was basically the weekend. We met some other nice people, and so I really enjoyed it.
No, folks.
Well, I gotta give them a shout out.
We bogarted our way into
We didn't bogart.
one of Miles's classmates'
We were invited.
friends. Say, hey, what y'all doing? Can we come? And they said, yes, you're more than welcome. We show up. I get to chatting with the husband. Lo and behold, he was in the Navy. I did not know that.
See?
And he knew my good friend, Tim Fleming and Rob Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
He was a nurse practitioner with those guys. Small world. Wonderful talking to him. Wonderful. He opened up his house twice.
Wonderful meeting Karen, his wife. I'm glad we went over the second day.
Had a great time.
Really got a chance to meet her.
Great time.
Very nice. And it's hot in Texas. I love Texas. I like heat. So that was that weekend. And so now we are
Back in Alabama.
We're not going to discuss the house because it is a sore subject at this moment.
My anxiety is pretty high, folks. Let's discuss it real quick.
No.
Nothing has been done at that house in the last 2 weeks. Let me tell you, we are on a year and a half in this wonderful apartment. We've got to do something.
We can't do that. What we gonna do? It's out of our control.
Good point. But at any rate, we're excited
But I know
about.
it's gonna be beautiful. It will be beautiful.
I'm not leaving home for 6 months. 6 months, I won't go anywhere.
So Virgil said, I said, Virgil, what are we gonna do when we get in the house? And he's like, nothing. I said, people gonna invite us over. No, they're not. And if they do, I'm gonna tell them I'm not going anywhere. And if they call and say, what are you doing? I'm walking from room to room. Right now, I'm just sitting on the guest room bed, just looking at the walls. I'm not doing anything, but you're welcome to come over.
Yeah, by all means, come over.
So
yeah,
our doors will be open, ready to entertain, ready for our fish fry again. So that's it. So that's it with the house. So yeah. And what else we got coming up? We got a lot of stuff coming up. We do. We got a lot more stuff coming up that we got.
Oh, we got a birthday coming up. We got a birthday coming up.
Yes. I am been saying it. I have been saying it for about a month now that I am turning 50, and I'm stop. Why do you do that?
Thinking it and hearing it out loud, that's old. Go ahead, though.
It is not.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now that was a post.
Go ahead, though.
So I've been saying it out loud so I can get used to saying that I'm 50. I actually got a piece of mail last week from AARP. I tore it in half and I put it in the trash can.
I don't know why.
Because
you're gonna be wishing for those discounts.
And my sister-in-law said, girl, you need to open that because girl, they get discounts on concerts and everything. So
the pens, all that stuff. But go ahead.
So anywho, I'm getting used to that. So yes, I am having a birthday on the 20th. So if anybody, most people do this, and I'm like, why do they do that? But I'm gonna do it. So I'll give you my Cash App if you want it.
No, you're not.
But let me tell you,
that one or two people ain't gonna see you on that.
But if I put my Cash App and people start Cash Apping me some money, our friends,
I'm sending it back.
No, he won't.
Yes,
my
I
friends,
will.
he jealous. You'll be
I'm not
like,
jealous.
did she send you that? Did she? $5 or $10 go a long
what's
way.
Next?
So anywho,
What's next?
we're gonna pull a question.
Oh, that really question enough?
Yeah, I left him in there. Oh, okay. He's not gonna like this question.
Oh my God.
Why do you do that?
I'm gonna start screening these. Go ahead, read it. Let's see it. Go ahead.
Have you ever had marriage counseling?
I'm not gonna joke about this because some people go through marriage counseling.
Yes.
See? We have not.
No.
We could use some counseling, but it ain't about marriage. It's some counseling, talk to folks.
I thought you weren't gonna joke.
My bad. I can't help it.
You weren't gonna joke about that.
Go ahead.
We have not gone through marriage counseling. For real though, those of you that are going through marriage counseling, I say that it is a great thing. Back in the day, I did feel like we needed to go to some marriage counseling. I don't know if it's because of me, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. So Virgil is not really for marriage counseling. He was thinking we were doing okay. So maybe it was just me. I needed to work on me.
You just have to work harder.
Serious talk. You said you wasn't going to.
I wasn't joking. I'm saying you for me, I feel you just have to work harder at it. I told you, marriage, the love part of marriage gets you through the first 2 weeks. After those 2 weeks, it's a forced march of sacrifice, understanding, and if you can't do either one of those, it's a wrap. Counseling, none of that stuff is gonna help. When you go to counseling, they teach you about the sacrifice and the understanding. If you already know that, then you can save hundreds, thousands of dollars. Go ahead.
Well, so since Virgil really did not want to go through marriage counseling, he felt like no. So I decided I have been to counseling. I went through counseling for a long time and got really in touch with how I was feeling and things that I could do to improve myself so our marriage would be better. So mainly, probably it was me. I needed to work on that. So I'm not ashamed of that. And anyone that's going through counseling, I say go for it. Anyone thinking about it, I say go for it. And your story maybe could help someone else. So you do have like this little graduation ceremony, and I went through that as well. because she felt like that, hey, I had learned the techniques to talk myself off the ledge, and I'm still working on that today, and I use it on with my kids sometimes, and mostly with my daughter, and just the way I talk, the way I speak, not to get upset a lot, and Virgil is helping me with that. So anywho, so we haven't been through marriage counseling, and I think with me working on me, it has been a lot better. So.
Am I supposed to say something? I agree.
You know what? Tell them about your wings. Anywho.
Hey, so short on time today. So I was at, that's right, Costco. And
Costco wings, don't play.
And I got some, I think these are garlic wings or something.
What you got last time?
And I heated them up. I heated them up in my new Instapot air fryer. Folks, if you don't...
different things? An Instapot and an air fryer?
No. Instapot is on, I got an Instapot pressure cooker / slow cooker.
Okay.
And then I just bought the Instapot air fryer. And let me tell you, it's the real deal. There's a lot of good ones out there, but the Instapot air fryer is really good. A lot better than the one I had. I think it just had air fryer. It wasn't no name. It was several generations ago. It's pretty old. But it's pretty nice. And then I had some sweet potato fries that I got at Walmart yesterday.
You back to eating fries now.
Let me tell you something. Time out. All right, I got my head back. I'm back to drinking bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I had quite a bit of bourbon down in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first night I had a lot with Miles.
Mm-hmm.
And then at his ceremony, they had about $3,500 tab on the bar that they all pitched in. And I did my share of getting that one down to a reasonable amount. And then I'm back home. And today, I'm on that 1738 by Remy Martin. It ain't bad. And my trusted Dusty Mick Ultra. Mick Ultra needs to start sending me something. If the one or two people watching this, if you know somebody that work for that, I guess Anheuser-Busch or InBev owns this place now. Tell them they need to send me some because I'm loyal to the Mick Ultra.
It really is. You even took some to the people's house.
Yeah, I took some to the people's house. Now, Junius and Karen don't drink, but I drunk most of them.
These people gonna think.
Okay. So there you go. It's all good. Had a great time.
So I have my fruit bowl, boring, right? And I'm drinking just plain old water. And I just needed a little snack. So I am still doing, I guess, the 30 days. Yeah, I'm still doing that. This is what I had a taste for. And it's pretty cool.
Here pretty soon she's gonna post a before and after.
No, thank you. I'm not gonna post it before and after. I'm gonna send it to the one person that said she wanted to see it.
Oh,
and I have her.
That's a great idea.
I have her text message, and I'm going to send it to her, or either I'm gonna DM it to you because nobody responded that they wanted to see our before and after. So if you didn't respond, then that means you don't want to see it. So the one person that said yes, I want to see it, I will DM it to you, and you give me your thoughts on it because you are a workout fanatic.
That sounds a little sour, but go ahead.
Just a little bit. So anywho, I'm gonna get back to eating, and until next time, that's all you got.
Done.
Deuces.